Okay, another explanation video, this time about VET in SACE. So VET is standing for Vocational Education and Training. Vocation actually means an occupation that is really specially suited to someone. So in order for you to be considering VET training within your SACE completion, you need to be really focused on pursuing a VET course that is related to your career ambitions, okay? At the moment, we have quite a number of students undertaking VET courses, and there's a big wide range of the types of courses that they're undertaking. So some are undertaking a Certificate 1 or a Certificate 2 in automotive. Automotive is one of the anomalies to the VET courses, where mostly a Certificate 2 provides Stage 1 points and a Certificate 3 provides Stage 2 points. But with automotive, actually Certificate 1 provides Stage 1 points and Certificate 2 provides Stage 2 points. Certificate 1 is available at Nuri High School and Certificate 2 is available at the Nuri TAFE campus. We have students undertaking a Certificate 3 in fitness, and we currently have a TAFE trainer who comes out to our school once a week to deliver that course, because the closest TAFE campus that it's available at is at Regency Park, and we find mostly, for most students, that's just too far to travel. We do have students, however, travelling to Gillis Plains campus, TAFE campus, to undertake a Certificate 2 or a Certificate 3 in animal studies. We have students undertaking Certificate 2 in electrotechnology and Certificate 2 in hairdressing or beauty. We also have students undertaking a Certificate 3 in beauty, all at the Elizabeth TAFE campus. We also have students undertaking metals and engineering, and that's available to students who wish to be a boilermaker, for instance, or a fitter and turner. That's available at the Barossa TAFE campus in Nuri Utica as well. We have students undertaking a Certificate 2 in kitchen operations, and that's the course that you would do if you were interested in becoming a chef. There are a lot of local opportunities available, particularly in the Barossa Valley. So if you're passionate about cooking, and I mean really passionate, then Cert 2 in kitchen operations might be something that you consider. We have students undertaking a Cert 2 or 3 in information technology, so they're looking at perhaps a job in computer networking, like what Jack does at our school, and that is available at both the Nuri Utica TAFE campus and the Elizabeth TAFE campus, so you would choose the TAFE campus that you can most easily get to. We have students undertaking Certificate 3 in early childhood education. So if you wanted to work in childcare, that's the type of course that you would undertake. We also have students undertaking community services. So if you're really interested in becoming a youth worker or a disabilities worker or working with community members in some capacity, then a Certificate 3 in Community Services is a course that would be of interest to you. There are lots of considerations when you're undertaking a VET course. You have to consider whether you're undertaking it with a private or a public RTO. So just like private and public schools, but an RTO stands for a Registered Training Organisation. A VET course is a nationally accredited qualification. So what is undertaken here in South Australia is recognised in Queensland and Western Australia, etc. So both private and public RTOs may deliver the same courses, but some funding will go to public RTOs, which may not go to private RTOs. So we really need to look at how much that course is going to cost you, how much the course or the RTO is respected by industry, and we need to make sure that we're setting you up with a learning opportunity that also leads to employment outcomes, okay? So VET courses are not cheap. It can cost around $3,500 to complete a VET course. Some of them, however, we can access funding, and so it's important that you talk to me as a vet coordinator about what funding is currently available, and then we can start to make inquiries about what might be available for you in the following year. You need to really consider before you commit to a vet course where the delivery site is. As I said, we have students travelling as far as Gilles Plains TAFE campus, and so that is quite a long haul, and you need to be able to make sure that if you commit to that vet course, you can get there every week on the delivery day. Otherwise, if you're not there, you probably won't pass the course. Some of our courses are delivered externally. So we have a number of students undertaking a Certificate 3 in Screen and Media. And when it's delivered externally, that means that they're not going to the TAFE course to undertake the course. They're actually doing it online. And they're accessing lecturers via phone calls and via emails. And so it is very important that those students are motivated and have good time management skills and excellent communication skills. If these are not strengths of yours, please don't choose to do an external course, because you will find it very challenging, and TAFE or RTOs don't allow you multiple opportunities. There's a time limit. They may offer you an extension if you negotiate one for a task, but there is a time limit, and if you don't meet that time limit, then that unit actually closes, and instead you'll have to enroll in it the following semester and pay to be in it again the following semester. So RTOs are adult learning environments, and it is expected that you communicate really well about what you can and can't achieve. You've got to remember that vet course needs to be related to the vocation that you wish to pursue after school. There's no point doing a TAFE course because you think it might be an easy way to get a number of SACE points, or because you just don't want to be in the classroom. If you're not really connected to the learning in that TAFE course, you will find it very challenging. So at Kapunda High School, I've created a series of vet course information sheets, and these need to be updated every year. So for this year, in 2017, we can tell you a number of things from these information sheets. So if we look at this first arrow, this is the name of this certificate course. Okay, so Certificate 2 in Electrotechnology. This is the nationally recognised code of that course. So these two won't change. That is the name of the whole certificate, and that certificate is broken up into a series of units. That's these down here. Okay. Each vet course is worth a certain amount of credits. These may be stage 1 credits, or there may be stage 2 credits. The course may or may not receive funding. So that's identified in this next part on an information sheet about a vet course. The next section here is going to demonstrate what career pathways that vet course would be directly linked to, and then the name and the code for each unit of competency that you will complete as you undertake your certificate course. You'll notice down here that I have a list of numbers. These are called nominal hours. So each of these units are worth a certain amount of nominal hours. It doesn't necessarily mean that this unit is going to take 20 hours to complete, or this unit is going to take 4 hours to complete, because what will happen is some TAFE trainers might combine those, and it might take 18 hours to complete both of them, for instance. But these hours are the same wherever you did this course across Australia, and certainly this unit here that's worth 80 hours is much bigger than this unit here that's worth 20 hours. The nominal hours are what we use to work out how many SACE points you can get by completing a certificate course. The name of the units gives you some idea about the type of learning that you'll be doing if you undertake this course. And so you would have to do a unit about applying OH&S regulations. That's just standard with any vet course because they're all about how you use this skill in the workplace. You can see that this course is worth a total of 354 nominal hours. And then we have some information down the bottom of the page that tells you in 2017 where this course is being delivered, what day the training day is, so what day you would have to get to that TAFE campus, and whether there's any requirements for your course. So how do we work out how many SACE points you can get from any particular course? Let's look at our Certificate 1 in General Construction that we offer through Doorways to Training. The points, as it tells you at the top of the sheet, are worth 40 Stage 1 points, or the equivalent to 4 one-semester subjects at Year 11. I can work that out by adding up the total nominal hours for this course and dividing it by 70, because every 70 nominal hours gives you another 10 SACE points. Up here, I can show you that this 302 hours divided by the 70 nominal hours actually gives us 4.3 SACE subjects, or 4 SACE subjects. So therefore 40 Stage 1 points, okay? Mostly Certificate 2 courses provide Stage 1 points, and mostly Certificate 3 courses provide Stage 2 points. However, there are some exceptions to these rules. I have already explained to you that Cert 1 in Auto and also Cert 1 in General Construction will provide Stage 1 points. A Certificate 2 in Automotive will provide Stage 2 points, but that's an anomaly. Mostly it's Certificate 3s that provide Stage 2 points. There is a catch though, with many vet courses where you have to undertake an apprenticeship, you can't complete a Certificate 3 course. And so you need to know that, for instance, if you wanted to become an electrician, you could do a Certificate 2 in Electrotechnology, which is a pre-vocational course, but you couldn't do a Certificate 3 in Electrotechnology to get some Stage 2 points until you won an apprenticeship. And that's where a school-based apprenticeship can actually tie in some points into your SACE completion. There's lots of trades Certificate 3s that this rule applies to. So you can't become a chef. You can't complete a Certificate 3 unless you become a chef, an apprentice chef. You can't complete a Certificate 3 in carpentry unless you become an apprentice carpenter. You can't complete a Certificate 3 in tiling unless you become an apprentice tiler. And so there's lots of rules around vet that you need to be very clear about. I'm not going to explain every single one because there's that many vet courses, but you do need to make sure that if you have a pathway you wish to follow and you want to combine that as some vocational learning into your SACE, then you definitely need to make sure you make an appointment time to see me and we can speak about that in more detail. Undertaking a vet course is a big commitment. You need to make sure that the costs involved can be covered. You need to make sure that it's connected. Your vet course that you choose to undertake is connected to your future aspirations. And you need to know that withdrawing from your vet course or not completing all of the units because you didn't turn up regularly enough or, you got really sick and you didn't negotiate to catch up work, can lead to SACE requirements not being met. For every 70 nominal hours you don't complete, that's some points you don't achieve. Your RTOs won't release the results if there's outstanding financial accounts, so your transport and your attendance are very important. And also you need to provide all your equipment and personal protective equipment as well. Some vet courses will require you to undertake work placement. I ask you to explore all of these options so that you can make informed decisions. Thank you for listening.